Hey, let's check it out, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. I don't know why I said that like an announcer, but let's roll with it. So, let's just tackle the easier one first. I say because I do know something that's tied to the entertainment mission. So we're gonna do Dino Fight Club first.
Up for the challenge, I see. Good. This task is gonna test your
Alright,
skills.
so we're gonna make the pretty much as neutral as possible, but of course we're gonna make the raptor blue. We are just going to make it blue. Now, as you can see, the only mod I got on here is the same one I have for the other raptors, where I've got the increased life. That's it, literally all I've got for the Velociraptor and the Dilophosaurus here. Let's see. I'll put in a cosmetic gene because why not? But I'll give it the extra life things now, so that way in case I ever do anything to with Dilophosaurus later, I will be able to have them live quite well.
As a testing ground for what exactly?
Alright, so incubate and incubate. And with the 2 success rates, as you can see there, you've got the both, that's 73, they're both at 73 each. But as you can see, they've got a 40% plus, so right now technically they're at like 113%. Now, as I said to you in one of the other episodes, that yeah, you want to make sure that you put in these things before you incubate, because, for instance, the success rates that are now giving the extra 40%, if I incubated and then put them in, they would not apply and you wouldn't see that 40% there, so they'd be still only 73%. I should probably, just in case, put like some type of meat feeder in. Now, the way this mission's going to work is they're going to get released and they're going to fight. The random generation of who wins is on and off with this, and I say that because I've played this game countless times, and like, don't get me wrong, a lot of times the Velociraptor has won, but there's been a few really weird... Why would I want a small power station? Piss off. But there's been a few really weird situations where the Velociraptor has lost, and I'm like, okay, I didn't change any of the stats, so I'm surprised about that, but yeah. So, there you are, you beautiful little one. But it was really interesting that the Velociraptor actually lost some fights against Dilophosaurus when, like, a majority of the time he won. But pretty much they're gonna fight whoever the victor is. Literally, the next thing you know, it'll tell me to, like, have it survive for X amount of time. So literally just like have the which, if the Velociraptor wins, have it enclosed here for whatever the time limit is. And the way that's going to work is that's easy said than done, because the mission itself will program it to be auto-aggressive. So like every now and then it will just spark and getting cranky, break out of its enclosure. Oh shit, I have not been paying attention to the feeders. I'm a moron. I'm a moron. A moron is what I am. Yep. Oh! Yep. That Velociraptor does not like the G-Man. Which one are you? Oh, we got a new alpha! Draggy has taken the alpha spot off Philip in the span of an episode. Interesting. Oh. Now, this is actually good for us, because, well, first I'm going to tell it to trank the 4 raptors, But the reason that's good for us is that gives us the chance to have the... Oh, it's over here. That gives us a chance that when we do this with the Dino fight, we don't have to worry about a storm because they don't happen like instantaneously at one after the other. So now I can do the fight. I can have the dinosaurs fight and not worry about needing to worry about them when it comes to the storm. Because one thing to note is that you can't, when you have to keep a dinosaur in an enclosure with it and keep it comfortable in there for X amount of time, tranking it doesn't work. If it is unconscious in the enclosure, the timer will pause because it's technically not doing anything, so it can't technically be comfortable. You have to re-wake it up and then have it walk around so that way it's fine. So the best way is to literally just constantly keep, you trank it, you put it back in, fix it, make sure you fix any damage before it's fully placed down, and just keep an eye on it. So that's why when you're doing a main mission, you want to make sure that everything that needs to be done is, well, done. So these guys didn't, luckily enough I got to them before they even remotely broke out, though I don't trust them, so I believe that they're gonna try again the moment they wake up, and there's a chance that they will break out, but we shall see. But for now, I had an idea. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm like, I had a brain fart for a moment there. Free the people! Alright, so now I'll make sure that the raptors are gonna not be cranky before I start the main mission. That way I can focus on it. Of course you had to be inside the enclosure. Then again, to be honest, I'd rather... if they attacked anything, I'd rather them attack the Jeep than the fence. I know that sounds mean, but hey. So, Bubbles is still a bit cranky, Draggy's fine, and... Oh, Philip has taken the alpha spot back! Philip ain't got time for your shit. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Bubbles saw the Jeep and went after the Jeep instead of attacking the fence straight away. Like you said, yep, you're gonna take the fence now, aren't you? You little shit! You were happy! Bubbles, why do you have to be a... No, you come here. Bubbles, why do you have to be a little pain in the ass, hmm? Don't you look away from me. Cranky little shit. Yeah, sure. Why not, I guess. I don't need you, but why not? I don't need that either. I literally just need, because I've got everything from her, everything from him except for the main mission of course, and now I just need to get the Baryonyx from him. So now that we have everything we need, I have put an feeder in... Do I have to refill that? Yes I do. Alright, so release and release. Now these two I will try to, I'll probably make whichever one lives, it won't matter, I'll try to make them comfortable. So if you're thinking that releasing small Dilophosaurus in here with the one that if it won you'd be fine, or moving the other Velociraptor, if you think it's all about moving that Velociraptor in with the others then you'd be fine. No, because in this type of mission it is an auto trigger for every now and then to get cranky. So if you put this Velociraptor within the others, you'll literally just have, well, this one constantly breaking out and having the other ones follow.
And this is what we've been working toward. Time to let them fight. Let's make sure we're all on a forward posture from this point on.
Okay, my people are in place to observe this interaction.
I think you mean slaughter?
You believe in nature, don't you, Dr. Malcolm? We are simply enabling it.
No, you're manipulating it, and the outcome of your actions cannot be known.
I thought you liked the unknown, Dr. Malcolm. Proceed with the test.
Oh. Oh.
This is not supposed to be a prehistoric cage fight.
So 47 to 23. Yep. When they re-engage, the Velociraptors won. Instead, the Velociraptor is going for a new contestant. Boom! Okay, that was anticlimactic as shit. What happened to? Why weren't you like the other one? You're supposed to be like got the skin of blue. Why are you not as violent as the one that was over there that literally ramming speeded the car before? You really don't like the Jeeps. Velociraptors really hate the Jeeps. Wow. I don't think they've ever been that cranky to them, even when I was playing it, like, before doing the series to the channel. So yeah. Like, I gave them all the things that they're gonna need. Are you low on anything? No, you're good with everything except for health, but that's because, well, you were just in a fight, which it's kind of obvious you're not going to be extremely healthy. And yeah, the Velociraptor's already got more health back, and yeah, let's face it, if it drinks right now, yeah. The Velociraptor's going to be a clear winner, because the Velociraptor's actually had time to had water, have food. It's going to be completely fine. Now, trying to put this thing social up to comfort it's just going to be bloody pointless. So I'm literally just going, because I don't think I have to keep it comfortable, I just have to keep it contained. So I'm just going to do that once it, well, actually picks the fight again. Which I think it's going for. Yep. And we have a winner, which is kind of obvious when we saw the Velociraptor gain its health back. Ding ding ding, the winner! Of course, Velociraptor.
Let's keep him safe.
Yeah, see, I don't have to worry about it being comfortable, I just have to keep it contained. Now this guy, even if I kept putting Raptors in to get his comfort up, he would constantly just, for some reason, turn cranky. Like, he'd just constantly turn cranky every now and then. So trying to keep him, like, happy is pointless. One thing I will do, I've got plenty of money so it won't impact me, so I'm going to open up the shelters. Can you walk any faster, you slow motherfuckers? I'm only doing that because the, yeah, he's already gonna try to break out. No, we want this guy. But, like, opening up the shelters is good for storms, but one thing that I think would be obvious, but there might be people that don't know it, this also protects people from being killed, which would be good for, well, lawsuits. So, like right now, he just got released, and of course he's going for the people, except most of them already are in the shelter. Because, like, if I hadn't opened the shelter, there'd be a whole list of people here, and all he'd have to do is track down one. And with 25 mil in the bank, there's no way that I will run out of money anytime soon. So I can afford to have the shelters open for a while. I should have a Jeep come up and replace, well, not replace, but repair the fence that the cranky little shit made. And literally, this is what you're going to be doing. Like, you're literally going to be just back and forth, having cars come in and repair the fence, then having a helicopter trank his ass, or usually the other way around, but still, and then just going on with that until time is up, and then you're fine. So the next mission will be a little bit easier in us, like, partially, but yeah, I'll keep him tranked until the car's up here and repairs the fence. How long has it got? It's on its way, so I will spend this time getting another another compy fossil. So I wouldn't mind having a lovely group of compies in an enclosure. Hell, if I might, nah, I want a bigger carnivore in here, so I won't put the compies in here yet. Probably put a compy enclosure somewhere else in the island though. Maybe. Depends on what their comfort threshold is, to be honest. Because I don't want to, like, putting carnivores on islands that have storms, like, Island 5 is the biggest island. Technically, if you work it right, it's easily manageable. But Islands 2 and 4, they're different. Their storms can be such a pain in the ass, so you want to make sure that if you're gonna put carnivores on them, you can get to them, trank them when needed. You need to make sure you can manage them. Because like Island 2, which I'm on now, you've got the basic, not too bad storms, where things are going to get a bit broken and carnivores can get cranky. Island 4, you have the bloody tornadoes, which will of course break. Apparently a tornado can literally just roll right through a concrete wall and bust it. Now, I am no expert on fences and walls, so for all I know that could be a legit accurate thing that could happen, but it just sounds wacky to me. Either way, I don't. It's up. I'm not an expert, so I can't really make a judgment on it. But yeah, I'm just surprised because like you'll have a tornado that will literally go along. Sometimes they can go along the walls of like a concrete wall enclosure and bust every single part of the wall up. So you have to send a car to repair it all before you can even place the dinosaur down. Otherwise, it's just gonna walk right back out. Alright. Oh, the amber. How I adore seeing the amber. Which is ironic because in the golfing with your friends episode that we recorded the other day, we had a good friend of ours called Amber in the game with us. Alright, now yeah, your comfort like very low because of your comfort, because you're lonely, but there's no point trying to build that up because you're just going to constantly break out. Now, mind you, there is a chance I could be wrong about that. Yes, I know they're not open. Shut up. Like technically, I could, like, what was it? Oh, God, the lady just distracted me. Now I don't remember what I was talking about. Brain, come on, work. Oh yeah, the raptor. Technically, I could, like, from when I first played and from the multiple times I've played, I've just known that the raptor in here just never is satisfied, so it always just becomes cranky. Now, I could be, if there's been an update since then that makes it a lot easier to manage it, and the raptor, you put more raptors in and it actually will settle down. If that actually is a thing that has changed the couple times I've done this mission, then sure, I'm wrong. I'd be happy that I'm wrong, because then it'll make it, if I have a playthrough, like the next time I have a replaythrough of the game, I will be able to like remember that. But as far as I know, that's not the case. Yes, this part's pretty dull. While the people are doing their thing, I'm going to build another enclosure. Actually, I'm gonna start working over on this area. Coming, cranky pants. There you are. Like it. And now, technically, you could literally just like pilot the helicopter and keep it here, or as I said, put an ACU team here. That way, I could just auto response, trank it. Like if they did actually damage a fence, fix it and be done. But it's not really necessary here. As I said, this particular island, its missions aren't a pain in the ass like some of the islands are. So there's not really much point to go into too much effort, like in that case. Alright, so now I wish I could make this circle bigger. Because I could do that with the forest and everything, but I cannot do that with this shit.
Asset transportation in progress.
Repositioning.
Just sitting here with my gun. Oh shit. Yes, that's smart. Waste money shooting a dart at the poor grass. And see, I can sell the Velociraptor literally the moment it's finished, because I don't need it.
Delivery complete.
Question is, where is it going? So inside, I'm just going to shoot it myself this time, just for a little bit of fun, because why not? You can, like, this is one of the features that a lot of people love, the fact that you can actually control the jeeps, you can trank darts, medicate, all that stuff that the jeeps and the helicopter can do. You can actually do yourself. The only thing you can't do is like the transportation stuff. Okay, did I do it?
Exit confirmed.
Oh, who got the skills? Apparently me. It sounds so dubious, sir. Right, Ranger team, come fix this shit.
Adding task.
Whatever, I don't care. How close is the car? Move that there.
En route to collect the asset.
Cause why not? We've only literally got 22 seconds. 22 seconds of being enclosed in a secure location. Oh, there it is.
Transportation underway.
Yeah, that should move that guy. Yes, I know the shelters are open. Well, or not open, but I don't care. Because it's keeping the people from getting eaten. You dumbass. I should probably check my other feeders.
Attending to feeder supply. Proceeding to the feeder now. Transportation complete. Acknowledged.
And luckily enough, I only have now 15 seconds and counting. You do it, aren't you?
I know you've
Way to interrupt my friend.
So this
Except
contract should be right up your alley.
you're a cranky shit. But I'm already finished. You fail. You have failed!
Well, it wasn't pretty to look at, but it appears Dr. Wu and his scientists have the data they were after. So, well done. And be thankful we don't have to clean up that mess. Lambert out.
I don't understand what they're doing in the facilities. They certainly have enough data from the past, anomalous events on the islands to assess how the dinosaurs engage and kill one another and us. No, there's another agenda in play, and one I intend to discover.
Body count. All sorts of ways you can take that phrase, especially here on the islands. But
Yeah, we're gonna. So yeah, we're gonna. As I say, we're gonna do now the other mission involving our good friend Isaac here, because that's gonna incubate the Dilophosaurus. While he's tranking the cranky one, I'm going to get the other dinos ready.
Cool. Okay, we'll start at the beginning. New dinos. Incubate them, hatch them, and house them. You know the drill.
Yes, my friend, I indeed know thy drill.
Show. It's going to be a
Thanks, man.
spectacle hundreds of millions of years in the making. Sorry you may not survive.
We only want lifespan, so what about default? There we go. So incubate. Round 2 and round 3. I would like to put some skins on them, but I haven't got the ability to do that yet. How many Velociraptors are in here? 4. How many of them can you guys stand? Up to 6, so I guess it wouldn't cause a problem, maybe? I don't like it, but I'll do it. I'd usually like to keep you guys at 3 or 4. I don't have a blue in here, so yeah, I'll just do blue. Incubate. Alright, now, over here. Yep, Cranky is tranked. Cool. Sell.
Pick up the asset.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna delete that. The carnivore like meat platter things, they're not really that useful until you can get the larger ones because they just need refilling way too often. Alright, now, I won't spoil it, like, as you probably would have figured out by now, I'm not going to spoil it, but once everything's done with the 3 of these, there's going to be an event of crazy proportion, well, kind of crazy. Crazy when the first time you do this. After that, it's kind of like neutral. Kind of basic. No, I don't want to cancel it, I want to release it. Release the hounds of dinosaurs. The dino hounds, whatever term you want to use. Now, there he is. Oh yeah, I might want to do that. Oops. So you're the dinosaur that's connected to the achievement. And after the mission I will be naming a lot of these, like the carnivores. Because I do still have a few dinosaur carnivore names that I need to be using. So Blue here will get one, and same with the Dilophosaurus that I just released. First, one of my all-time favorite dinosaurs, the Ankylosaurus. And this one is just your pretty much your just normal skin, but still absolutely gorgeous. I've just always loved the Ankylosaurus. Been an absolute favourite of mine. It's not my 100% favourite, but it'd probably be in my top 5. It's an absolutely armoured tank of a dinosaur. This would be kind of like the definition of days, like, it's not related to them, but this would be the dinosaur equivalent of a rhino. Where in the sense that it's very defensive, very heavily built, and like it's a lot more heavily built than a rhino. It's got, instead of the horn, it's got the huge claw. But the reason why this is more of a rhino than the Triceratops is because one fact about rhinos is that they have very poor eyesight, which is why it's so easy to startle them and have them charge at you. In Ankylosaurus's case, it is the same way. If I remember correctly, even its eyebrows are heavily armored to the point where if it somewhat feels like it's threatened, like so if you're close enough that it sees you, there's a chance it could get easily startled, and next thing you know, it will get into a defensive attack, like I say defensive stance, but its defensive stance involves using that bloody club tail. Alright, so when that's released... Woo-hoo! Wait for it.
You've been very busy, I see. Which is part of why I'm calling on you. Because I've been watching how you've been doing, and now I think you're ready to be useful to me.
I'm gonna... Okay, yeah. That's an area I'm looking forward to going. But one thing I will say, one thing I will mention is the fact that when it comes to all the cast from Jurassic Park, I will always admit that my absolute favourite cast member will always be Dr. Wu, followed by John Hammond. Those two are my favourite characters.
Alpha predators. Our job is to help them.
Yeah, okay.
Understand that we are as well.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
We need to get our numbers up. Give them what they want.
Quantity and quality, but mostly quantity.
Wait for it. Darwin, is your little message going to come up?
Damn. Okay, we got a problem. The island's power grid is down. It's time to earn our keep. Okay, yeah, so we switch to emergency protocols and keep our guests safe. Got it? Tell me you got it.
This is Lambert. Looks like this crisis was man-made.
Sabotage?
Appears to be. Any enemies come to mind?
Enemies, rivals, profiteers, the list is endless.
Yeah, indeed it is. I'll see what I can discover. Lambert out.
Alright, so that should... Yep, okay. So everything's fine now.
Here's the thing. When we're doing our jobs correctly, no one notices. That's as it should be. But for the record, I noticed how you dealt with that contract regarding the safety of our guests. Heck of a job.
Nice. Thank you very much. Yeah. So pretty much, it was kind of breezed over there because it took him so long to mention it, and you saw me already. You kind of saw me already doing it. But a lot of these missions will have subcategories of tasks that it doesn't tell you. So like you'll see, it gives you a message of saying what you have to do, but then out of nowhere throws you a curveball of something extra to keep you on your toes, some type of extra challenge that you have to overcome. In that mission's case, you have to, of course, release those 3 dinosaurs that it tells you to. Of course, the Dilophosaurus, and I believe, requires more than one, but the Velociraptor definitely requires more than one, so you have to make sure that's pre-planned. But, hold on. Oh, you're eating a goat. Okay, I thought you were planning something for a moment. That was scary. But sorry about that, guys. We had a bit of a technical difficulty. We always seem to have one every weekend or second weekend. We always seem to have one. But as I was kind of saying, I actually don't know if in the few seconds that we lost, I don't know if you guys saw it. But during this mission, as I was saying, there's always a subcategory of tasks each mission tells you to do. Like, they could be very small where it's actually part of the mission. Sometimes it will be something like this where it doesn't tell you. Like for this mission with the entertainment system, it tells you to release those dinosaurs and then make sure they all stay contained. But what it does not tell you is that during said mission, you'll have a hacker's problem hit all the power stations apparently except for that one. I have no idea why. But it's throughout 3 of my power stations, and you'll just have to go reboot them. Because, of course, with 3 of them down, it took out most of the power to the park. Luckily enough, nothing broke out with that, but hey. I'm just glad it didn't cut out when the Dr. Wu thing was happening. Alright, so I've already got everything from that, and I'm just so close to the baryonyx. I can taste it. Don't need to research anything, so can I get a contract to get him over that line?
We've some work you might be interested in.
4 new dinosaurs. Really? I could do that off camera. Because the baryonyx I can have, like, I won't release them off camera, but I can at least unlock the baryonyx on an off camera. Because this episode won't be going for much longer, just because like I'm mainly making sure I can finish this main mission. Now, also when it comes to the power stations as well, it's same with like a few other things that I do. I believe that sometimes it's better to have something than not. Like, I'm not saying go and build like 20 power stations, because that's just overkill. Because if you do have too many, there's a point at where you're using more money than you're making from the cost of how much it takes to run them. And I don't use the cost reduction things. And there is the succession. Okay, so we're good.
We have many enemies. People, corporations, entities that will stop at nothing to obtain the knowledge and technology we possess. Look, not everyone likes me. Some find me cold and humorless. But they don't know what I know.
It's not what Dr. Wu knows, but what he plans to do with that knowledge that sometimes concerns me.
But yeah, with the power stations, like, they do take a bit of money, and I don't use like that. You do have the cost reduction thing, but I just don't use it. But I do believe like when you've got a park this big, until you make it bigger, four medium power stations is great because you've got just enough power that you're able to go on a building, go build quite a few things without just constantly running into power problems. And by the time you run into a power problem, you literally just have to put one more down. Give it, like on all of these, I put 1 outage protection and 2 improve output, and then you're done. Like, you just literally put one more down, put those type of modules on, and you just keep going. It's even better when you have the large ones, because I could probably run a full-size park on this island with probably maybe 3 large power stations instead of these 4 medium ones. That all depends, I guess. Maybe I could just do it with 2, but it depends on like what else I might include on this island. Though by the time I unlock the large power stations, I probably won't need to come back to this island, because I won't be going to the Doctor Wu thing until it's on camera, and I won't be spoiling any of the other cool stuff until it's on camera. The only thing I'll probably be doing on this island is getting it to 5 stars for that Bravo team, but after that, I don't think I'll be needing to ever come back to this island too much. Hold on. We have a welfare penalty. Why do we have a welfare penalty? What the heck is not happy? Hold on.
You have a responsibility to keep these animals fed.
Okay, yeah, this is the thing I was telling you about. Fine, I'll put a second one in. This is the second thing I was telling you about, where there's a goat feeder in here, and there should have been enough goats currently running around to feed them all, but apparently there's one that's hungry. So, I'll put that one in now. How many dinosaurs do I have to put on this island to max it out? I'll just check that before. So, there's still 17. So, is there anything else that's cranky at the moment? You guys are good. You guys are good. Oh, actually, before we finish off, that is one thing I'm going to do. And that is where Velociraptor number 6. That's you, the one with the blue coloring. No pun intended there. Let me just check exactly what names I have left to use. Because I've got a few that are still from the only person that's actually given requests for dino names. We've used Bubbles, we've used Philip, we've used Draggy. Wait, so what have you used? So Philip, Glitter, Bubbles, Draggy. Alright. So you are going to be called. Why not? Where is it? So we want MRS. You are going to be called Miss Mittens. How do you feel, Miss Mittens? You happy? Is that you? Oh, you have that hat. I see that smile. Either that or you really don't like me right now. Either way, either way, oh no, piss off. Either way, before we go off, we've still got our 3 Dilophosaurus to name, which we've got, I believe, enough names to name them. So first off, this one shall be named Wallace. Not Walcus. This one will be named Carla. And is that... And we got one more. Nope, not you. This one is going to be named Carl, but with a C and not a K, because this is not the deadly one. There'll be one with a Carl. There'll be one called Carl with a K later on. And there we go. Now we've got all of our lovely carnivores with names. I'd be naming the herbivores right now, but we haven't gotten any name requests for the herbivores, so that's kind of very sad. Like, that's very heartbreaking. So yeah, so off camera I'll work towards putting 2 more species on the island and giving us that beautiful 5-star rating, so that way we can unlock the other dig team. And I will not, like, don't get wrong, I won't be going to any other islands yet. I will make sure that when I show you all the stuff that goes on with Island 3, when I show you all the stuff that goes on with Dr. Wu's area, I'll be showing that on camera. So now, for now my friends, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Make sure you hit the bell notification icon down below to be notified by any of our shenanigans that we post every weekend. And for now my friends, leave a like, leave a subscribe, check out the videos, and we shall see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.